There's a word Brazilians use constantly, a word so common that children understand it before they can fully explain it. A word people try to translate into English as missing someone. Nostalgia, longing. But none of those really work, because saudade is not just missing something, it's the emotional presence of an absence. And once you understand why Brazilians say saudade so often, you start understanding something much deeper about Brazilian culture itself. Most languages can describe absence, but Portuguese, especially Brazilian Portuguese, treats absence differently. In English, people often say, "I miss you," which focuses on the person who is absent. But saudade focuses on the feeling itself, the emotional atmosphere left behind. And that changes everything, because saudade is not always sad. Sometimes it's warm, beautiful, even comforting. You can feel saudade for childhood, for a city, for a version of yourself, for a moment that will never happen again. And this is where translation starts failing. What surprises foreigners is how casually Brazilians use the word. Friends say it, parents say it, couples say it, even after short periods apart. Estou com saudade. Que saudade? Bateu saudade. The emotion is normalized, openly expressed. And unlike some cultures where emotional restraint is valued, Brazilian communication often allows emotional visibility. People verbalize attachment more easily, which makes saudade feel natural in daily conversation. If you listen carefully to Brazilian music, saudade is everywhere: bossa nova, samba, MPB, sertanejo, even modern Brazilian pop, not necessarily as tragedy, but as emotional texture. Brazilian music often mixes joy and melancholy together. Songs can sound relaxing while speaking about loss. They can sound warm while describing distance. And saudade sits perfectly inside that emotional contradiction. Part of this may come from Brazil's history itself. Brazil is enormous, families spread across distant states. Migration shaped the country constantly. People left small towns for São Paulo, left the Northeast for industrial centers, left Brazil entirely searching for opportunities abroad. Distance became normal, and emotional separation became part of life. So perhaps saudade survived because Brazilians needed a word for recurring emotional absence, not permanent loss, but ongoing emotional distance. Psychologically, saudade is fascinating because it combines opposite emotions: pleasure and pain, presence and absence, connection and loss. You suffer because something mattered, but remembering it also keeps it alive emotionally. That is why saudade often feels bittersweet instead of purely negative. And maybe that's why Brazilians don't avoid the word. They inhabit it. Many cultures have words that resemble saudade. German has Sehnsucht, Welsh has Hireth, Romanian has dor, but none overlap perfectly, because words carry cultural atmosphere. And in Brazil, saudade became socially accepted in a very specific way, not as weakness, but as proof that something was emotionally real. This is why bilingual people become obsessed with explaining it. Because translating vocabulary is easy, translating emotional logic is harder, and saudade carries an entire emotional worldview inside it. One where longing is not hidden, one where memory remains emotionally active, one where absence still occupies space. Maybe saudade cannot be perfectly translated because it was never just a word. It's a way of relating to memory, to love, to distance, to time itself. And perhaps every culture has emotions that become too specific for direct translation. But in Brazil, few emotions shape the national emotional language more deeply than saudade. Does your language have a word like saudade? Or is there a feeling in your culture that English can't fully explain? Leave it in the comments, I'd love to read them. And if you want more videos about Brazilian culture, psychology, and hidden meanings, subscribe to the channel.